walking by Dr. Brian Johnson, and he is the Senior Director of Surgical Innovation at Johnson & Johnson. So many Johnsons here.
Indeed.
Welcome here to the Guidewell Insights Lounge. I wanted to get your perspective, from the surgical standpoint, some of the technologies that you've been hearing about at Exponential Medicine. What do you think is going to be driving change moving forward in surgery?
I certainly think the amalgamation of data associated with maybe incisionless sort of therapies is going to be a really great opportunity. But this whole notion of understanding the patient better is really fundamentally going to improve our surgical outcomes. So it's a really exciting time.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit more about, I know one of the projects that you were telling me earlier that you're working on there is surgery for bariatric surgery.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So we are a market leader in bariatric surgery, and with that comes a responsibility to continue to drive the innovation pipeline. So we're looking at ways to improve our surgery today, find the next generation of technologies out there to better enhance it, and also to start to really diagnose and understand the patient so that we can improve their overall outcome and their satisfaction. So it's a really great time at J&J, and it's a really great time to be here.
Excellent, thank you. So along with that surgery, I know we've been hearing one of the trends that a lot of people are talking about here is the fact that you've got to address the lifestyle factors.
Sure.
And there's obviously to overcome obesity and as well as other things like mental health issues, depression and things like that. So how are you seeing the marriage of those two approaches? The surgical side of things with that. What's J&J doing to integrate this other side?
And in no uncertain terms, you can't have one without the other. So in our program today, we're looking at patient engagement. We're looking at that across the entire spectrum of J&J and what we have to offer in our pharmaceutical as well as our consumer group. We have relationships with folks like Lake Nona, where we're trying to build healthiness into a lifestyle. So in particular to our group, we look at things like step counters and different diagnostics that can be run continuously to better understand how the patient's doing, looking at ways to improve their diet. We have a whole host of capabilities that we're bringing to bear, but really lifestyle is what sustains, it's what prepares and sustains someone through surgery.
And beyond, I'm sure, with the outcomes as well.
Absolutely.
So tell me some of the technologies here that are really getting you excited moving forward. So exponential technologies, robotics, all of the different advances. What are you excited about?
It is like it's Christmas in October for me, right? But Profusa, by far, a very interesting continuous monitoring solution, capture-proof around reducing the number of ER visits, reducing the number of follow-ups because you can take pictures. There's a ton of interesting technologies out there today, and I've been really overwhelmed by it.
Really?
Yeah.
So what aspect of the health industry do you feel like is ready for disruption next?
I think, we're really focused on the surgeon in my space, but I think it's going to be really about engaging the patient in their own healthcare and becoming stewards of their own health. And you can't do that without the data. You can't do that without informing them and helping them understand.
Sure.
So Fitbits are great, but if you don't know what steps correlate to, it's not really that useful.
Right.
So it's that next step of translating data that we're capturing today into knowledge and information that can be leveraged and actioned upon. That's really where the opportunity is.
Yeah, we've been hearing that as a rallying cry here in the Insights Lounge. We need meaningful, actionable insights.
Indeed.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the Insights Lounge. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Thanks.